Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Donnie and you're watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. I have a review today of a kit that was sent to me from my friends at Macting on Amazon. I enjoy their kits and I have purchased them before in the past. I actually forgot all the stuff that is in this kit, so I'm going to be exploring it with you basically and being surprised for the first time myself. So they sent this to me and wanted me to review it, so I got it today and I just took it out of the Amazon box. It's still sealed, but they do have nice boxes. All the boxes I've gotten from them are made like this, and they have information on the back about how to give them a review. So, because I did not purchase this, I will not be able to do a review for them on Amazon, but I am able to do a video for them. So, let's get this open. It's a rather big kit. Don't see these. I haven't received a kit like this big. It does say that they've been been in business since 2001. So, that's a good sign. Alright, here we go. Let me put this to the side so I can take each item out and show you one at a time. If I had more room, I've got too much stuff on my desk. Give me a minute. Okay, now, more room. So the first thing we see is a carrying bag for your supplies. Let's see. Alright, it's got a netted area inside, so you've got two different sections to keep things separated, and it is fairly see-through, so you can figure out which side you're looking for your item, and you'll be able to see which one it's on. Alright, next we have stickers that go all the way up to 102 times 2. So there's 204 number stickers here. And then we have, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 64 blank labels. Ooh, look at this. All right, so we have 1, 2, and 3 of the 12 section bead holders. I can never think of the word, what these are called, but for kitting up your diamond painting projects. Good for the small ones. I have not seen them in black before, so that is very interesting. I like doing my partials, my small partials that I get mostly from New Frog, fit into these, as long as they've got 12 colors or less, and it's not too full. Sometimes the fulls will fit into these. I might have to use 2, but partials, these are definitely good for partials. Okay, so we've got 3 of those. Let's see, we've got 3 packages of baggies. We can check them to see if they are all the same size. Well, normally they put the size that they are into a bag of that same size. But let's see, there's 1. 2, so those 2 are the same size. So I'm guessing this one's going to be the same size as well. And sure enough. So I'm not going to count them, but let me see. I brought the listing up. It looks like, okay, 60 small plastic reclosable zipper bags. So there are 20 in each one of these packages. So there we go with 60 red zipper topped baggies. We have a metal set of angled tweezers. I personally do not use these, but it does feel a little bit more durable than the ones that we generally get with our diamond painting kits. In fact, let me get one real quick. and I will compare it to that one. Alright, so here's the one that just came with a kit I opened recently. It is a lighter weight. This is a little heavier. And as you can see, the size difference is quite a bit. And the material feels thicker on these. It might just because they're bigger, but I also like how the angle is longer. This tip is longer. Sometimes I use these kinds of tweezers for reaching into small areas to pick stuff out. So I do prefer that they have a longer tip on them. So there's that. And then we've got one of the smaller white trays with the spout. We have 2 green trays with the boat trays. We have a pair of the plastic black tweezers, good for rounds. And then we have one of the large white trays with the spout. I personally only use trays this big or larger. So let's put those all together here. Oh, and this is something I've never seen before. We have 2 translucent purple trays. I'm going to have to try these out. They have a spout on them, and they go all the way to the tip. Well, almost. It goes right about to there. This is interesting. And for the grid lines, they go all the way up to here. And these are angled out. So it's a bigger spout area. So, I mean, you want to be really careful with making, shaking your drills into a tray like this, because with this big of a spout, you won't want to go all the way up to here because you could possibly really shake them right out of it. They're both the same, but I've also noticed here on the back they have grid marks on here too. I'm not sure, but this would make the perfect tray for doing separation. Actually, maybe not, because you can't really move it around once it's inside. But for separating drills, a lot of people will take their drills that are stuck together, they'll put them in here, and then they'll take one of these trays and move it around. Or sometimes they'll just put them in one of these and move it around in here. Once the drills are on top, it can be moved around a little bit. So once the drills are in this one, it might work that way too. Especially because it's got the grid marks on the bottom and they are raised. So that is interesting. I have not seen a tray like this before. First of all, that it is purple. Secondly, that it has the grid marks on the bottom, except for right in the center. There's like a circular area that's flat. And the fact that it's got such a large spout opening and the ends are angled outward a bit. So it's like a big scoop, you know, but not too many people keep drills in a container big enough to use it as a scoop. But I'm really going to try this out because like I said, never seen a purple one before, and I've got to try it. So there we go with the trays. I'm double checking to make sure there's no more trays in it. And there's not. So let's move on to some of these drill pins that are in here. Okay, we've got these are 9 placer angled, 45-degree angled placers. And you can see how it's angled there. And it comes with the red grippy on it. So there's 2 of them. Let's see if there's another one. I know there's quite a few in here, so I just have to make sure I've got all the ones of that specific type. Nope, there's another one. There's another 9 placer, angled, 45-degree angled. And then they have 3 of the 6 placer, 45-degree angled pens. So there's that, and they also have the red gripper on it. And they all have single placers on the other ends. So there's those 6. They also have a regular 3-placer with the regular drill tip on the other end. Let's turn it that way. And, you know, I guess these were what were given out before as row straighteners. They call it a correction tool, but they have later been advertised and actually sold as a flat 9-placer. But I know the flat 9-placers that I receive are actually made out of a different type of plastic. They are made more out of this type of plastic that's on the 3-placer, and this is the harder plastic. So I'm guessing this is labeled as a correction tool, row straightener, and there's one on each side with the red grippy on it. And this one, it also has that correction tool. This is interesting. I've never seen one of these before. It's a wheel tool, but it's on it's going this direction instead of the direction that the other ones come on, which it would be flat and this way. So you would roll it like this to place it. And I'm going to have to give it a try, although I don't have much luck with using wheel tools with the stick. I usually use them with just my fingers. And this looks like this would be a 30mm or 3cm wheel. I'll just measure it real quick. I'm looking at the contents of the package, and it says I'm not seeing where it describes this particular tool. Probably have to scroll down some to look. Okay, I don't see it. But let's see here. The diameter is 3 centimeters, so that's the 30mm size. So 3 of the correction tools, 1 small wheel tool, and it also comes with the adhesive that you would put on it, the double-sided adhesive that is 3mm wide, that goes onto this tool for placement. So this looks to be about 45 meters of adhesive. Sometimes they come with the cardboard pretty wonky. I just pull it off and there's still a cardboard layer there. It just solves that. So there's that adhesive, and it also comes with 20 blocks of wax. So there's two layers here. Each layer has 10 blocks. All right. Now, it also comes with a light pad stand. See if I can figure out how to put it together. Okay, you turn these inward like this, and you stick these in here like that. I'm going to move this stuff to the side. Move that way. All right, so I get it straight. Put it in there. Okay, so it's got rubber grippies on the top and down here, which I'm going to move them outward. And let's see, it does have grippers on the bottom of this part. And it does look like it's adjustable. Yep, you can move it down and back up. So it's got just a, this would be a good traveling adjustable stand. I'll actually put this in the one that goes in my car for trips on the road. If I want to take it out of the car into the hotel or whatever, this will be great because when I went traveling a couple weekends ago, I did have a diamond painting that I brought with me for the car, and then I brought my other one that I wanted to do inside the building, but I didn't bring my stand. This will fit perfectly in my carrying case that I have in the car because you can just take it right back apart and fold it down, which I think is genius. But they didn't just give me a light pad stand in this kit. There also has a light pad, and it does come with 2 clips, the big blue ones, which hold a large area on the sides. I a lot of time use the small ones, and then I get areas on my diamond painting that I have folded over. It'll bubble and kind of make the canvas wonky. And with these larger ones, it holds more of an area so that it will keep the diamond painting flatter. So here are the information for you for your light pad. I'm going to take off the clips, set them to the side, and pull out the light pad. This is an A4 light pad. So it's the normal size of like ooh. Okay, let me do that without hurting your ears. Which is the size of a normal 8x10, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I'm going to tilt this down a little bit to the other position so we can see. So there's that, and it comes with your cord. And I suggest if you move your light pad around, or you're constantly unplugging it to reuse your cord, or whatever the reason is, I would suggest you don't use it for anything other than your diamond painting light, because the more you plug this in and unplug it from the light pad, the less life you will get out of that plug, because that is the only thing I've ever found that goes out on these light pads is this connector. So you're going to want to plug yours in and leave it plugged in for the duration of the life of the light pad. I mean, once in a while, if you need to unplug it for some reason, you know, that's fine. But I just wouldn't do a lot of plugging and unplugging. It does have a USB port. So this type is great for the car, which I do believe I have one in my car as well, so that I could either just plug it into one of the USB ports on my car, or I can plug it into my battery pack that I carry around in my purse for trips, you know, charging my phone, powering up, you know, I use it a lot for powering my light pad in the car at nighttime. So I'm going to plug this into my computer real quick here, and we're going to take a look at the brightness of this light pad here. Okay, so it has it appears to be a dimmable light pad. In order to do that, you hold it down, and as you can see, it just went all the way to a lower setting. So let's do it again and hold it down, and it goes really bright, and that's a pretty bright brightness. I mean, the camera does not really show how bright it is, but that is pretty darn bright. And for turning it off, I think you just touch it. Okay, this is one of those where you have to, you tap it and it will power all the way down and then off. But if you hold it down while it's on, it will adjust the light setting to whatever it is you want. Tap it and it fades all the way to off. Tap it again, it's at the brightest. Hold it down and then let go to get to a lower brightness if that's what you prefer. Going back up and going back down. Tap it turn it off. So I like the ones that are dimmable. I like the ones that have a button. My very first light pad that I owned did not have the button, so I had to unplug and plug it back in all the time. And that's how I know about this power supply port wearing out. Once I learned about that, I started unplugging it from the socket or wherever it's plugged into. I had it plugged into a power block and plugged into an AC adapter. So there we go. That is the kit in its entirety. I will link it down below. It does come from Amazon, and the price on this kit is $28.99, and I do believe that is worth the price of this kit because of the fact that you do get an A4 light pad, you get the stand, you get all these trays, all of these drill pins, different sizes, and you know, a lot of them try to give the 45-degree angle because it is easier on a lot of people's wrists. Not only that, you get the 3 12-slot containers, the tweezers, the wax, the adhesive, the roller. You get the mini row straighteners, and you get the carrying bag and the labels, the 2 different types. So if you want to check it out, the link is down below, and let me know what you think. Have you ever bought a light pad that also had a bunch of other stuff that went with it, and do you think it's worth it for the price of $29 to be able to get all of this stuff with your light pad? Just let me know down below in the comments. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that. And until next time, have a great day, have fun diamond painting, and most of all, don't forget to always sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Bye-bye, everyone.